Welcome back to Altitude Addicts. In today's video, we are breaking down a fascinating development in modern aviation, the transformation of the Russian Tupolev Tu-214 into a massive private corporate cruiser. We will uncover the true cabin layouts, explore who is actually buying these heavy metal birds outside the government, and run the real economics behind flying an entire commercial airliner as a private office. Stick around all the way through, because this journey from state transport to VIP corporate jet reveals a side of aviation you rarely get to see. The Tu-214 VIP is a rare example of a Russian medium-haul airliner that has been converted into a corporate aircraft for a comparatively small number of passengers. However, it would be inaccurate to refer to it as an ordinary business jet. It is a large, narrow-body airliner that comes equipped with a custom VIP interior. It is entirely capable of completing heavy missions that may not be feasible with a standard Gulfstream or Falcon. The subject has become particularly relevant in recent years. The operation and servicing of several Western aircraft have been disrupted by restrictions in Russia's corporate aviation market since 2022. In light of this, there has been a noticeable increase in the demand for domestic aircraft. The Tu-214 VIP is now beginning to build not only a government-related history, but also an intriguing corporate one. To really understand how this platform works, we first need to look at what the aircraft was originally built to do. The Tupolev Design Bureau developed the basic Tu-214 as a Russian medium-haul passenger aircraft produced at the Kazan aviation plant. It is intended to operate scheduled airline services and accommodate approximately 200 passengers in its standard layout. Let's be candid. Fitting 200 folks in narrow rows is about as far from luxury as you can get. The VIP version is an altogether separate product. The cabin can be reconfigured to accommodate a few dozen passengers, with distinct areas designated for work, relaxation, and private meetings, rather than several hundred seats in a congested commercial configuration. Nevertheless, it is crucial to differentiate between the Tu-214 PU and a commercial VIP conversion of the airframe. The latter was first designed as a control point aircraft for government use, serving strictly as a special-purpose platform. The Administrative Directorate of the President of Russia procured the first Tu-214 PUs, while the Rossiya Special Flight Detachment used subsequent aircraft. The Tu-214's reputation as an aircraft for senior officials and special delegations was significantly influenced by these early government operations. Beyond official state duties, the question of who operates these machines takes an unexpected turn. A new Tu-214, registered as RA64536, was discovered in 2025 and 2026. Originally intended for the Russian airline UVT Aero, the aircraft was built during the revival of serial production. Later, the aircraft was recontracted and equipped with a custom VIP interior for the insurance group SOGAZ. Business Online, a Kazan-based publication, reported that the aircraft was delivered to the purchaser in the spring of 2026. RA64536 is associated with SOGAZ and features a dedicated VIP configuration as indicated by official aviation registries. Jetlet is responsible for its actual flight operations. This detail is especially noteworthy because it represents a civilian corporate aircraft as opposed to a government transport. Still, don't walk away thinking every Russian conglomerate is suddenly ordering fleets of these giant airliners left and right. There is still a clear scarcity of verified examples. Up next, we are getting into the real cabin layout, the actual passenger experience, and the surprising math behind running an airliner for private travel, so definitely keep watching. The RA64536 story is essentially one of the first prominent examples of a brand new Tu-214 configured as a business aircraft for a corporate customer. This is markedly different from the situation with government Tu-214 PUs and other special-purpose variants, which remain significantly more numerous. Step inside, and you immediately realize that the absolute biggest advantage of the VIP Tu-214 is pure, uncompromised space. The cabin can be partitioned into multiple functional living areas rather than a dense commercial layout. A conference area with a large central table and multiple passenger seats may be located directly at the front. A working area with plush business class seats can sit further back, while the dedicated rear section can be reserved for private relaxation. Sofas, seats that convert into full sleeping berths, individual lighting, large displays, secure communication systems, and specialized corporate electronics can all be integrated, contingent upon the specific build. The aircraft effectively transforms into a flying command center. The real point here is not simply luxury. The practical capacity to review documents, conduct team meetings, prepare for negotiations, or spend several hours in the air working directly alongside colleagues can be far more valuable to a corporate client. Keep in mind, you just can't buy one of these off the showroom floor like a catalog jet. There is no single standard Tu-214 VIP cabin layout. The Tu-214 VIP becomes a viable option primarily when the passenger complement exceeds the capacity of a conventional business jet. Such a massive aircraft is completely excessive for 8 or 10 passengers. A heavy jet, such as the Gulfstream G550, Falcon 900, or Legacy 650, offers superior flexibility for small groups. But the operational equation changes entirely when 20, 25, or 30 people need to travel together. The entire group can fly comfortably on a single aircraft, rather than being split across 2 or 3 separate corporate jets. That means one flight crew, one departure slot, one ground handling operation, and one streamlined logistical chain. This is precisely where the economic rationale behind a VIP airliner starts making practical sense. Although the airframe is costly in absolute terms, the operational cost per passenger can become surprisingly competitive. In just a moment, we will look into the severe airport limits, the multi-billion ruble conversion costs, and why Western sanctions shifted this entire market. So stay right here with Altitude Addicts. The Tu-214 is a mainline airliner, which means its natural home is a fully equipped commercial airport rather than a tiny municipal airstrip. The aircraft's stated range is approximately 6,500 kilometers, subject to operating conditions and specific payload variants. This range is adequate for extensive routes within Russia, as well as regular destinations across Central Asia, the Middle East, and beyond. Nevertheless, ground infrastructure remains one of its most demanding constraints. To operate a heavy airliner like this, an operator must secure specialized operational approvals, certified ground handling personnel, heavy-duty ramp equipment, and long runways. Frankly put, you just aren't squeezing this thing into short mountain runways or cozy little executive airfields. The shift toward domestic airframes grew rapidly after 2022, when sanctions disrupted the broader Russian corporate aviation sector. Access to international maintenance, certified overseas servicing facilities, and factory spare parts became a severe challenge for owners of Western business aircraft. Ilyushin Finance Company reported in 2022 that several Russian proprietors of foreign jets expressed genuine interest in converting stored Tu-214 and Tu-204 airframes into custom VIP transports. The potential conversion of numerous former commercial airliners was widely evaluated during that period. The estimated cost for a complete airframe overhaul, alongside a bespoke VIP interior, easily climbed into billions of rubles. However, there has been no sudden stampede of private buyers snapping up these planes. The reason is straightforward. The aircraft is simply too large and operationally complex for the vast majority of private buyers. The ideal customer is not someone merely searching for a status symbol. The ideal operator is a major organization required to transport sizable teams over long distances, while preserving an active working environment in the sky. The financial justification falls flat for 10 passengers, but the numbers balance out when moving 25 to 30 specialists, executives, and technical personnel as a single operational unit. The Tu-214 VIP should never be viewed as a direct substitute for an ordinary corporate jet. It occupies a unique space between a heavy commercial airliner and an executive transport. With airframes like RA64536 entering service, the Tu-214 is steadily proving that its mission profile extends well beyond government service. If you enjoy deep dive aviation analysis like this, make sure to subscribe to Altitude Addicts for more inside looks at rare aircraft around the globe. We thank the people who have liked and shared the videos and subscribed to the channel. We also thank the people who have hyped the videos